Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn Biographyology, and after we've done that, we're gonna do language prevention training, and today with Liu Bang. And we don't have much information, just a little bit at the side. And if you participate in the language prevention training, you get to the own desk, and we're talking a bit about war. Okay, we're having here an article called The Han Dynasty, and there is a person named Liu Bang named, and we want to get now all the information to Liu Bang together. The Han Dynasty. In 210 before Christ, the small Han Kingdom was ruled over by Liu Bang. Liu Bang was the ruler of small Han Kingdom in 210 before Christ in China. Liu Bang was a poor villager who had come to power as the Qin Empire broke down. In 206 before Christ, Liu Bang led an army on the Qin capital, Xiangyang. He looted Shi Huangji's tomb and burned the city and the library containing the books Shi Huangji had banned, the only existing copies. Okay, Liu Bang was a poor villager, but then the Qin Empire in ancient China broke down and he became the ruler of a small Han kingdom, 210 before Christ. In 206, then, the army led by him stormed the capital of Xiangjin Qin, and they looted Shi Huangji's tomb and burned his library with many only existing copies, many unique copies, and burned also the city down. In 202 before Christ, Liu Bang proclaimed himself to be the first Han emperor and took the name Guazu. And in 202, he proclaimed himself to be the first Han emperor with the name Guazu. Under the Han, when became China as large and powerful as the Roman Empire, art and science thrived. Chinese people still sometimes call themselves Han. Do we also say? Okay, that is what is written here to Liu Bang, then a bit more to the Han dynasty. But we're gonna say the last thing. Under the Hans, he and following emperors, China became from the dimension as big and also as powerful as the Roman Empire which existed at the same time. Art and science thrived. Han cities were huge, crowded and beautiful, and craftsmen made many exquisite things from wood, paint and silk. It is not part of Liu Bang. Under the Hans, China became as large and powerful as the Roman Empire. Art and science were thriving, and also trade was done over the Silk Route to the Roman Empire, where silk, jade and horses were traded. And also trade was done through the silk. For example, trade was large and powerful as the Roman Empire. What is the other thing I also got art and science wise? During the Han dynasty, during the Han emperors, art and science thrived, and trading was done over the Silk Route from Han China to the Roman Empire. And the Han Empire grew as big and powerful as the Roman Empire. Do we have it all? Liu Bang was a poor villager, but when in 210 he was the ruler of the Han Kingdom, a small kingdom. He had become king after the breakdown of the Qin Empire. It's not so much detailed information, but okay. And then in 206 he led an army into Qin, which was the capital of Xiangyang. And there they looted the temple of Shi Huangji and also burned down the library and the city, and the library of the many existing copies of things, with many only existing copies. Many existing copies which existed only one time. To say it that way. And then in 202 he proclaimed himself emperor with the name Guazu. And when under the Han emperors, art and science thrived, and this really makes sense to say it there, but to say it in our place also makes sense. The Han Empire grew as large and big as the Roman Empire. Art and science thrived, for example, as the Roman Empire. Art and science thrived, and we can change the grammar. And trade was done over the Silk Route from China to the Roman Empire, for example. the Roman Empire. And that is according to Miles Kelly's World History. We could try it. Xiangyang is the whatever the kingdom. Queen Weapon, Shi Huangji, Queen of Capital. Shi Huangji, the looted tombs, whatever. The person whose tomb was looted. Liu Bang, Guazu, a new name then? Oh, that's it. I have a second camera, I'm going to start it now. And let's try to save it. Liu Bang. Liu Bang was a poor villager, but when the Qin Empire broke down in 210 before Christ, he became the ruler of a small kingdom called Han. And then in 206 he led an army into Qin, which was the capital of Pyongyang. I want to look at the thing. After the Qin Empire had broken down, he came into the Qin capital, Pyongyang. The city is the name Pyongyang. It is Qin is the country or whatever. That's actually easier. Liu Bang. Liu Bang was a poor villager, but when in 210 he was the ruler of a small Han kingdom, which had come to power. He had come to power. Liu Bang. Liu Bang was a poor villager, but when he came to power when the Qin Empire broke down, and in 210 he was the ruler of a small Han kingdom. In 206 he led an army before Christ. He led an army into the Qin capital called Xiangyang. And when they looted the temple of Shi Huangji and they burned the city down and also the library, where many books existed just one time. And when in 202 he proclaimed himself the first Han emperor, and he took the name Guangzhou. During the rule of the Hans, the ancient China, the Han China, grew to be as big as the Roman Empire. And there was a lot of trade done through the Silk Route from China to the Roman Empire, and also art and science and many other things. Many things were crafted, crafts people were working. And that is according to Miles Kelly's World History, page 56 and 57. Now the bonus what I said at the end. Han cities were huge, crowded and beautiful, and craftsmen made many exquisite things from wood, paint and silk. Sadly, many of these lovely objects were destroyed when Han rule ended. Now I'll give you what you know. Han emperors tried to recover the lost writings and revive the teachings of Confucius. Public officials became scholars, and in 165 before Christ, the first exams for entry into public service were held. About 50 Buddhist missionaries reached China after Christ. No? By 200, the Han emperors were weakened by their ambitious wives and Nuch's guardians. Rebellions by a group called the Yellow Turbans, combined with attacks by warriors from the north, brought the empire down. We never read that party. Richly colored silk were bought from Chinese merchants by traders from ancient Persia, modern-day Iran. Silk was also transported from China by camel trains to Damascus, the gateway between the east and west. Now, we had done that in history. We made now just with the excursion into biographyology. Biographyology. I did some pictures. And I'm stopping the second camera. Now, that was what we had here as information to Liu Bang. If you were here for biographyology, you can go directly to the next part of biographyology, where we will do another person. But if you stay and participate now in the leg injury prevention training, that's what we're doing. Then is what I want to ask. Okay, we're bringing one leg up and we're pointing with the foot down. Bring the leg up and pointing with the foot down. And the other leg up and point the foot down. I'll take the leg at the ankle. Make a straight back and point with the knee down to the floor. Take the other leg at the ankle. Make a straight back. Point with the knee down to the floor. And now let's do the direction ball. Leg up, arms out, and we're bringing them over to one side. Back into the middle, over to the other side. and down. Now with the other leg up, arms out, and go with the arms over to one side. Back into the middle, out to the other side. Into the middle, and down. And now we're doing pie and crow. Knee up, breathe in, and breathe out, bring the leg to the side. Breathe again in. Out into the middle, and down. The other leg up, breathe again in. Out the leg to the side. Breathe again in. Out into the middle, and leg down. Another time, leg up, and breathe out. Again in. Out into the middle, down, other leg up, breathe in. Out. Down. Leg up, and now pressing from the inside. Right angle of the leg, flex foot, even line hips, taller back, little bend in the elbow. And the other leg up. And now, leg up, and we're pressing with the knee up to the side, up to the side. Other leg up, and we're pressing with the knee up to the side, again up to the side. And a few times more, up to the side, side. And now, next exercise, we bring one leg straight line up. Bring it higher. If a quad muscle is cut, then bring the leg up and point the foot down to the floor. Leg up, straight leg, and try to bring it higher. Try to bring it higher. And bring the leg up and point the foot down to the floor. And the other leg up. Try to bring it higher. Straight leg and try to bring it higher. One hand on tummy, one lower back, so down falling back. Try to bring the leg higher. And bring it up and point the foot down. And now we're doing the stamp. Leg up, down, down. And the other leg up and down. And now the horse. Take one leg in, bring it back, and in, back. And with the other leg, again, in, back. And now with camel, again, leg in, out to bending over. If you want to rather do the horse to the horse, or stand. Now with the other leg. And now you can keep doing the stamp, horse or camel, but if you have another one, leg up and go back. The foot of the springing leg is flexed. The standing leg is torn up. You're going down and the more the leg comes up. And the last time. Now with the other leg. Now, just the ending. We're doing a triangle again, kick down. And we're going. Out. The last time breathe in. And out. Wait, pause. Like it, thank you very much, and the next time.